that hate produce. I'm here to break the noose and fight the devil.
I would like to make a few comments concerning the difference between the Black Revolution and the Negro Revolution. There's a difference. Are they both the same? And if they're not, what is the difference? What is the difference between a Black Revolution and a Negro Revolution?
You are now tuned in to My Skin is My Sin. This is Jobs. And we are live on Blog Talk Radio, on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube. Salute to you. From goons to gods, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful.
I wanted to ask you really quickly here about the Romans. A lot of what they got was from the Egyptians. It doesn't bother you?
Why would that bother me? You don't possibly think that the Egyptians were Negroes.
All the hieroglyphs, the paintings, the statues, those broad noses and thick lips, those were Anglo-Saxon Europeans?
They were not Anglo-Saxons. Egyptians were certainly Caucasians, yes.
The statues with the big bushy afros and the paintings like that, those were just...
There are some paintings, some hieroglyphs in which Negroes were slaves.
Okay, and there's like Queen T, this woman's got a big afro on her head.
The Egyptians were simply not Negroes. I'm not saying... Look, let me actually say that just because they're black doesn't mean that they're Negroes. Okay, let me just say this real quickly, actually.
But they're not white.
They are Caucasian, and I would say in terms of objectively, they probably had a whitish, maybe darker than my skin color. They certainly were closer to being who I am than they are closer to being an African.
And the broad noses and the thick lips.
Look, I'm going to say this, okay? You are being ahistorical thinking that the Egyptians were Africans. However, let's say that some historian proves it, verifies it. The Egyptians, 100% Africans. Let's say that happens. I don't think it will. For the sake of argument, let's say it. And what does it mean then?
What does it mean?
I mean, the implications of that are actually pretty interesting. In terms of influence, I actually am in support of cultural appropriation, in the sense that the Romans learned a tremendous amount from the Greeks. The Romans would not truly be the Romans without Greek philosophy, without Greek culture and wisdom and learning. They took it and they transformed it. They made it their own.
This is Jobs, and you are tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. From goons to gods, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful. What's good, bro? What's going on?
What's good, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. How's life?
Life is good. You know, I can't complain. Everything
Sound like you're at the
man.
grocery store.
Nah, I ain't at the grocery store, bro. Nah, I'm over my people's house.
Oh, okay. Tell the
Yeah,
people
so
I say what up, though.
Yeah, already.
You know, and if this is your first time ever tuning into the show, we generally don't talk about much for the first 15 minutes or so. But I think I kind of, because I had to play that United Front joint, but I know if I play that shit on Facebook, man, they gonna shut shit down for me.
Copyrighted. Yeah, facts.
Well, not even that. You know, not just trust
you know how it
me,
is,
you know,
though, man.
Yeah. And we already, you know, in certain algorithms that they be fucking with me so much, man. But it's cool.
Right.
You do what you got to do.
It's too black.
Man. Anyway, man, we got a dope-ass topic tonight, man. We got a really dope-ass topic. And I got to set some rules, too, though, man. Like, I don't want you calling up here threatening nobody or no shit like that, you know. I want you to, you know, get your bars, you know, say what you got to say, but be disciplined in your approach. I'll put it that way, okay? You know, so if you tuned in and you listening and you want to call it, oh, my bad, but if you tuned in and you listening, and I haven't invited anybody to the live stream or anything, I just been over here kind of rocking out, man, so we got absolutely nobody. We do got somebody in the queue, though. Shout out to you. But, yeah, don't get yourself in trouble and don't get the show in trouble. And if I need to steer you in another direction, it's not because I'm mad at you. It's just because that's a necessity at that time, okay? I'm just saying, you know, people might take it too far. We ain't trying to do that. You know, I may agree with the sentiment, but that's something, you know, call me. Anyway, let's get to 0150 right quick since we got you in the queue. What's good, fam? 0150, what's going on, fam? Hello? Are you there? Oh,
sound like Aquaman.
He does. I'm trying, man, for 01550. It's like you.
It's a good movie too. I watched it yesterday.
Was it? I haven't seen that, man. I'm watching that crap.
Yo, Aquaman was dope, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
No, I'm not watching that, man. It just looks silly, man. It just looked really silly.
Nah, it's a good movie. I said the same thing. It's a good movie.
All right, this is 0150 calling back. So hopefully shit's rectified or, you know, he stops swimming. Or she. What's good, fam?
How you doing? This be Wooded from the Moors. I want to apologize.
Yeah, your phone is really, you got a really bad reception there, fam.
You still chopped up. The DJ Screw in the background.
Man, that ain't even Screw, man. That's more like DJ Scratch, bro. Like, you know, DJ Screw ain't scratching like that. I think you might be good right there, bro. Hello? All right, man. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what's going on with your phone. We would love to chop it up with you, bro. If you can fix that, please call back up. Yeah. Man, that was bad, bro. But let me start off, man. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me try to get a couple people up on the live stream right quick. And I thought I'm doing so much extra stuff over here, bro. It's irritating. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you, Con.
Yo, man, I feel so bad for Zion Williamson, bro. I feel so bad. And I haven't watched SportsCenter today. I came straight home from work and just started trying to work on some presentation for the show, even though you're not seeing much of it. But I saw it yesterday, man. The first 30 seconds of the game, and he.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I mean, you gotta understand that dude's 280 pounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's built like a D lineman. He just got hopped out the building. You know what I mean? So that happens now. The shoe, I don't know. You know that's definitely a bad look for Nike. You know what I mean?
But I saw it yesterday.
You know what I mean? He'll be okay. He'll be all right. He day to day. I'm got ESP on in front of me right now. He day to day is a grade 1 knee sprain. He'll be all right.
All right. I'm glad to hear that. You know, but man, that was scary for the team too, and you could tell how they responded. Like that cat is more than just a dope player, man. He brings them together apparently because they fell apart when he got hurt.
Yeah, facts. You know. Yeah, it'd be all right.
And I'm just trying to basically just BS my way through a minute or two while I invite a couple people to the live stream, to be quite honest. But if you did want to call up, the number is 855-8692, and you got to press 1 to get on air. And I tell you one thing, dear white America, for that one or two white people out there that's going to listen to this podcast and listen to it intently and listen to the end, okay, that's dope. Maybe you're trying to make a change. Maybe you want to understand. So I'm going to put it to you like this. Stop randomly touching us. Under no circumstance should any part of your body, unless it's an accident, intentionally touch one of us. No, none of our women want you touching their hair. I don't want you touching on my shoulder. Why are you doing that, bro?
And I don't want to bite off your damn food.
And if we work together, we work together. It doesn't mean we friends. Please.
Definitely.
Stop. Oh, man, I had to. I've explained that before, at work. And people, got a little tender about that. I remember a long time ago, man, I had a boss. And she was like, well, you don't trust me? And I was like, no. She was like, why not? Right. I was like, I don't know you. We work together.
The last time a brother was asked that question, we was on shit about $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Why would we?
Yeah. And with no hesitation, bro. No. Man, I got so many, and stop stealing from us. Can y'all do that, please? And let's be real. If you want to be honest with yourself, for those 2 or 3 that's going to listen, your culture is taken from us. We make shit hot. No matter what it is, from cars to clothes to shoes to hats, songs.
We are the culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they are the first in the original culture vulture. You know what I mean? And it still applies to this day. Yeah, facts. It still applies to this day. Like, what? Man, listen. I said this before. White people took everything except the electric slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
no. What they turned it into the chicken dance. Dead ass. They did. So no, they don't get no pass for that either. They turned that shit into the chicken dance. I believe that's what it's called. I've heard that term in various workplaces.
Yeah, they left us with the Cupid Shuffle and the Cha-Cha Slide. You know what I mean? They took everything else, bro.
No. I've seen them doing the Cha-Cha Slide too, bro. Just like you see one of them, some lady I seen from back in the day was trying to teach breakdancing. Pathetic. Like, stop it. Okay, now if you are teaching square dancing, I'm all for it. Please continue. But no, do not under any circumstances try to teach breakdancing. And hold on, man, we got a call in the queue, 7065. What's good, fam? 7065. You on?
This be Local Homes.
Local Homes?
What are they? No, this is
okay.
Homes. Hey, you know how you talking about the white people, eh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hey, man, they took my land, Holmes. I agree with them, eh? I mean, I don't know. I agree with you, Holmes, but I don't like the fact that they call black people niggers either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that, man. They
and what did they call you?
I don't like that, Holmes.
What did they call you?
Man, they call me all kinds of shit, Holmes. They call me spit sometimes. I hate it, Holmes.
What do you do? So what you want to say to white people? And understand, I ain't trying to get you arrested or nothing, but what would you like to say, dear white America, from you?
I want to say that Ghost Fierce Tony Gaga, Holmes.
Huh?
Yeah, Holmes.
All right.
Yeah, man, they shouldn't be calling you guys niggers, Holmes.
All right, bro. Yeah, we out. I didn't understand that, man. And that was just weird. And, sometimes when you try to tackle tough subjects, we tend to get some of those. But if you want to call back, bruh, and act like, clean up your language just a tad bit, because we ain't like the way you was going with that one, we would always love to have you back. Got to chill, though, bruh. Anyway, Dear White America, a letter from black folks. It's a lot of things that y'all don't seem to be getting.
Let's start with something current.
What you got?
Dear White America, Donald Trump is your fault. Donald Trump is the product of white supremacy, and here it is. Like, this is my issue with white America. White America will fuck over white people to complete their agenda. You know what I mean? And just because y'all don't like Donald Trump either, like, that don't make us cool. You know what I mean? Nobody likes him. You know what I mean? He's an idiot. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault. You know what I mean? And I honestly, I feel like it literally took the shutdown and everything else that's going on. Like, this is nothing new. This is the same shit Hitler did, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's the exact same stuff. There's nothing that's changed. There's nothing new under the sun when it comes to this. It's the exact same tactics Hitler used. It's all propaganda. And it's your fault. You know what I mean? So y'all got to hold the L for it. You know what I mean? Y'all voted for him. Like, you understand that if this was Barack Obama in any type of these situations, he'd be dead already.
I mean, I don't think that the powers that be that really matter are upset with the job that he's doing.
Yo,
like, look at old boy from Amazon. They made what, $11 billion, and I don't know. I got it off a meme. I ain't researched this shit yet, but I know he's the richest dude on the planet, and apparently they ain't pay no taxes, none, squadoosh, zilch. If that's
crazy.
True, and somebody correct me if it ain't. Like I say, I did not research that one. I ain't had time. But if that's even close to true, how is he mad at Trump?
Right.
So that 1% of the 1% is not upset.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's the same thing that you're right. That's the same thing that did happen in Germany. It was even Jewish people of elite status initially that was riding with Hitler.
Right.
Because they was looking down on poor Jewish people. It was the poor people all across the country that allowed that shit to fester because they blamed each other for the situation that they was in.
Right.
Or the dominant society, I'll put it that way.
Right. Now, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes down to it, like, it's either you got money or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, capitalism this is all an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes that nobody knows, you know what I mean, that we wouldn't know about. You know what I mean?
It's levels to the shit, Like, I don't want to be dismissive of the shit that the hell we be catching at all. Because that's just, we the reason these motherfuckers got all this money. But we do got another call in the queue, man. And I hope this is a decent one, man. And it's just all one, so that could be a Skype or it could, Anyway, hold on. What's good, fam?
How's it going, man? This is Juan from Alabama.
Yeah, not today, bro. Hey, you know what? We got trolls, bro. Welcome to the club. We got trolls. Ain't this a blip? And it's like the second show we done had trolls on. I can't remember what was the other show we had trolls on. We had a lot of them too.
It was I cannot remember that shit, man. But listen, if they gotta do that, then you're doing something. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
You're doing something.
What else do we want to tell white people? I mean, and I guess we do need to point out the obvious because the shit keep happening. Y'all need to control y'all police officers. We ain't the boogeyman.
Nah, that's their job though. That's their job. I mean, you go over, they slave hunters. You know what I'm saying? They originated as slave hunters. It all applies to this day because that's what we're viewed as. You know what I mean? But it just takes a certain individual to realize it's what it is. You ain't never been to jail. You know what I mean? That's exactly what you feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never been arrested. You never been locked. That's what it is. They slave hunters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know they got to do a job to keep the stock at a certain number. That's all it is. They doing their job.
I got another one. Dear white people, there will be a time in the history of this country where you are the lowest minority.
It's coming. And that's what it's about. That's what this is about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all this is about.
I mean, and you can spend your time trying to devise schemes, what you've been doing for I don't know how many hundreds, maybe thousands of years to prevent that, but you've yet to be successful. And time is running out.
Fact.
So you might want to change your attitude. Just saying.
See, what white people got to deal with now is the fact that they're going to have brown grandkids. And that shit's scary for them. You know what I mean?
Actually, I think that's a preference because they feel like at least some of their existence will continue.
They're not. They're black then.
That's the only shot they got for any strand of their DNA to continue. Like, let's say we all went away to, I don't know, the Bahamas, wherever. I don't know. The Bahamas wouldn't fit us, but you get what I'm saying. Numerically, they just can't sustain.
Right. Well, we're people of the sun. They're not. I mean, they have theomelanin, which is a recessive gene, if I'm correct, and that's why the sun don't love them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what it is. We thrive in the heat. We thrive from the sun. You know what I mean? If the sun goes out, we are the children of essentially the sun is God. I mean, depending on how you look at whatever you want to call it, whoever you want to call it, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, but that's what it is. The sun goes out, everything dies. You know what I mean? They die from the sun. So, I mean, you know, and don't get me wrong, this ain't just the bash all white people, because that's not what it's about. I got a white uncle, you know what I mean? He cool as I don't know what. You know what I mean? I know some cool white people. You know what I mean? Some real good people, that's honestly good people. But for the majority, this is for white America. You know what I mean? I don't want people
I hate to cut you off, bro, but when you get on the freeway, it is okay to go 60 miles an hour. Please stop getting on the freeway at 40 miles an hour and about to get me smashed by a damn semi. It's every morning. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest, man.
And stop telling. It's the hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy of white America that bothers me. Because it's like for instance, I mean, you know, I'm talking about Trump. So the hypocrisy of the nigga's lying. You know it's all a lie. And to have that stupid ass, smug ass look while you sit there and lie in the camera. You know what I mean? Talking about the walls being built, and there's no factual proof of none of this shit. All the news outlets are disputing everything he says. You know what I mean? Including some people from his own party. You know what I mean? It's the smugness and the hypocrisy to sit there with that stupid ass look. You know what I mean? And try to look down on somebody when they worse criminals than the dude who sells DVDs and dime bags. You know what I mean? Like it's that. That's probably what bothers me the most out of when it's all said and done is the hypocrisy. To sit there and look down on someone when you do the exact same shit, if not worse. Like you're responsible for hundreds and thousands of people dying and all types of shit, and all this blood on your hands, and nobody is accountable for it. The drugs that come in the country.
and your handshake means absolutely nothing about your character. So trying to squeeze a motherfucker hand to his shit breaks doesn't make you a tough guy, and it doesn't mean you some type of powerful individual. You just overcompensating, and we know that. So stop. I'm just saying, I had to put that out there. And we done had a couple of trolls call up, so I'm a little hesitant to pick up some of these calls. And this is the 0150 guy again. Now, we've tried a couple of times. I got 4646.
That was a brother, too. Let him on. Let him back on. He was a brother.
All right, let's see. What's good, bro? Your phone all right now?
How you doing? This is B. Willie from Des Moines. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Peace.
What's going on,
okay,
bro?
Good. Well, I just want to let you guys know I appreciate your show, but you got to understand, President Trump done more for us than any other current president before him.
Has he? And you say you in Des Moines, Iowa, right? Yeah, see, Trump don't even believe that. That's why he keep messing with your phone, bro. And you know what the sad part is? I kind of wish your phone was very clear. I'd like to hear what you got to say.
What's going on,
we got a little background noise, but it's not like it was before. It's not as bad. All right, that's much better.
Okay, now what was going on? Us people, we're African American. Because of Trump, we
you know what that is? That's our anti-tap dance device.
See, you want to make jokes, but when I give you facts, all you guys.
I haven't. Unfortunately, I was not privy to those facts because it just was going blah, 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 and we couldn't understand what you were saying, bro. That's not our fault. We done picked up the line for you 3 times already, man. We have made every effort that we could. That's not our fault that your phone ain't working right, man. Call Trump and ask him to fix that. Yeah, he got upset. Maybe he is calling Trump and asking him to fix that. Hey, tell him to get rid of these student loans, too, while you at it, since y'all so cool. Like, come on, man. Like, what is going on today, bro? We can't just have an honest conversation and let white folks know just, some of these changes that need to be made, and these changes need to be made immediately. Like, I got a picture up right now on the live stream. This white lady and this old white man getting some grills. It's just not cool. And we kind of participating in that too, But please stop doing stuff like that. It's just not cool. And if I see another twerk video where you look like a chiropractor is in desperate need, I'm going to throw up. It's okay to, matter of fact, go back to the 80s. It's okay to have big hair. It's okay to listen to heavy metal. It's okay to be you. Stay in your lane. Stop trying to steal our shit. Anyway. Yeah, it is, bruh. Like, we come up with some dope-ass shit, man. It's dope to be us. And we creative as fuck. And it's just, like, look at the video game. What is that, Fortnite? Then just jacked our dances.
Yo, don't you know Carlson sued them niggas? Yeah, don't you know Carlson sued them? And they like threw his claim out. And that's crazy. Everybody knows where that came from.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I mean, every time, at every turn, at every invention of music, they took what we made and made money off of it and screwed us over every step of the way with our own shit.
I just don't understand. I don't understand, like, for instance, like the first clip we played, like, you just can't make shit up. Like, yo, you can't dispute that Egyptians is fucking Africa. How are the Egyptians not African? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of shit. It didn't sit there with that, like I said, that stupid-ass fucking slug-ass look on your fucking face like you don't know what time it is. Like, pay homage. That's all I'm saying. Pay homage was like, we taught you motherfuckers how to wash your ass. You know what I mean? Period. Like, y'all, you know what I mean? Like, you was sleeping with chickens and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. That's not how I feel. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Like, it's shit like that you can't deny your history. You can't deny your history. It is what it is.
But the problem,
you know what I mean?
the crazy part is that they'll be arguing with some other white dude that was honest about the shit, that dug the shit up.
Right.
Like, you're not even arguing with us, bro. Y'all know because it's the truth. We've been knowing.
Right. It's nothing. They know too, but because they're threatened, because they feel so threatened. You know what I mean? By the fact that they're not the original. You know what I mean? That they're not the original man. We ain't never come from no monkeys. You know what I mean? You ain't never seen a black caveman. Ever. You never saw a black Captain Caveman, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't really say he was a brother, you know what I mean? He was on the Flintstones and shit. You know what I mean? But he had a long ass nose, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't a brother. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like you can't, if you know, it don't matter how much you repeat the lie, it's still a lie. You know what I mean? It doesn't become the truth.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
So it's just pay homage for what it is. You know what I mean? Now, if you are an admirer of the culture, say that shit. Like, I seen a meme today with the white chick with a do-rag on, and they called it something else. It's a fucking do-rag. You know what I mean? Like, you know how long we been doing that shit?
Damn, you was hurt, wasn't you, bro?
I was in my feelings about it. I ain't even gonna hold you. I said, look at this bullshit.
I know you was, man.
Don't you? Right.
You're a do-rag connoisseur.
Man, listen.
And that's the crazy part. It's the simplest things. Like, leave the simple shit. You know, like, come on. Like, we can't have a damn do-rag.
Facts. And listen,
you know,
do not, dear white America, you're not allowed to wear dashiki clothing at all. Cut that shit out. You're not allowed to wear no type of motherfucking unless you go to Africa and the village give you a pass. Yo, I don't want to see none of y'all at no stands at the flea market, nowhere with no dashikis on. I think that's just disrespectful, personally. You know what I mean? It's like you understand how offended a so-called Jewish man would be if I had a yarmulke on.
That's true.
They'd be ready to beat my ass like they did Jesus. You feel me? So
yeah.
I just kind of feel like there should be guidelines to this shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, not that I'm racist, but I don't have a problem talking about racial issues. You know what I mean? And it's just one of them things. And stop trying to tempt us with y'all women now because they got asses. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to look, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
You're on your own with that one, bro. You're on your own with that one. But I see white women in the gym every day. I see white women in the gym every day building ass. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who put the blueprint out for the ass secret. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it's hard out here, bro. Like, I saw an ass on a white woman today. And come on, bro.
If I didn't see her, I thought she was a sister. Yo, I'm not lying to you. I promise you. I'm not lying to you. I would have thought she was a sister. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But brothers be out here, you know, and be falling victim.
No, man, that's not falling victim, man. That's just I don't even know what to call it. That's a conscious decision that you made to do that. There ain't no fallen victim, bro. You grown.
Yo,
All
right.
You gotta make better decisions on that one, bro. Just saying.
All right, let's get into it. And then where the fuck is Bigfoot? Where the fuck is Bigfoot? Like, yo, it's 2019, bro. Like,
hey man, Bigfoot is real.
Nobody found Bigfoot yet. Bigfoot is not fucking real. Like, white people got. How is it that only white people be seeing this nigga? Is he racist? Is Bigfoot racist? You know what I'm saying? Is Bigfoot a product of white supremacy? You know what I'm saying? He don't see black people.
I mean, we not hanging out in the woods, bro.
Man, it's plenty niggas live in the woods.
When was the last time you just randomly went through the woods? We ain't doing that shit.
I was being chased by the police. It was some years back, but I've been in the woods before. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like you know, but yo, I'm so sick and tired of white people's infatuation with Bigfoot, bro. Like, now, granted, there was at one point in time there was a giant ape. There's old photos of this. It is I don't know the name right offhand, but there was a giant ape that matched the description somewhat of what Bigfoot was. It was like a 9-foot ape, and you know,
that's
Bigfoot.
Gone.
It's not Bigfoot, bro. You saw Harry and the Hendersons?
Oh, come on, bro. That's
come on, man.
Man, we talking about some real Bigfoot exists, man. Can we move on, man? Matter of fact, let me get a number out, man. It's 347-855-8692, and please don't call up here with no BS. I'm about to give 4646 a shot because they've been waiting a minute. What's good, fam?
Hello, my Nubian brother.
Yeah, that was not happening, bro. See, I knew, man. I got a sixth sense about this shit, man. I can't even say that right, but anyway.
Niggas don't like that Bigfoot shit.
If you have a legitimate reason to call up, not this googly-goo that keep clogging up the lines with this foolishness. I ain't trying to
niggas don't like that Bigfoot shit. He got a Bigfoot poster on his wall right now.
No, they got, you know, Elvis stole his shit.
Yo.
Y'all got to get over that. And he was not even that dope at doing it. Like, he wasn't even a good piece.
And the nigga stole all his moves from fucking Forrest Gump. You know what I'm saying? Like Forrest Gump taught that nigga that shit, bro. That nigga stole everything.
Oh, come on, bro.
Yo, you didn't see
that don't make no sense,
you didn't see that in Forrest Gump? You didn't see that? Man. You didn't see that in Forrest Gump?
Actually, it's been so long since I seen that movie, bro.
Yo,
and it was
Forrest
just like
Gump
one of them okay movies to
movie.
me. It was just one of them okay movies. And look, y'all, you know what? Y'all got to start making some better movies that we want to see. Like, look, you know, look at the shit that we want to see. When we want to see a movie, it's popping. If we want to see a movie, y'all want to see a movie. So y'all might as well just let us make all the movies. Actually, matter of fact,
that's
pretty.
Yeah.
That would be dope, though.
I never forget the like the second time I saw Roots. I had to watch Roots in high school, and there was one white girl in the class, and it was like the most unfair shit ever in life, but it was hilarious. Everybody was mad as shit except her.
I mean,
you know,
what's so unfair about it, though? She get to lead the classroom.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was kind of like one of them joints where it's like everybody looked at the white person in the room. You know what I mean? Watching the movie, and I know she was probably ready to piss on herself because everybody you could just feel the tension in the room, bro. It was sticking in German guard dogs. You know what I mean? It was out there. It was funny as hell, though. And, you know, I felt sorry for her for like 2 seconds. You know, and then I saw Chicken George and shit, you know, and then I got mad again. But, you know, looking back on it, you know what I mean, it was kind of funny. Now I can look back and laugh on it, but shit wasn't cool then. I just think it's okay
we
to
go
say
through that shit all the time. Like if you go, say you go to a school, like my daughter was telling me, I remember a long time ago. It wasn't that long, but anyway, how she felt like the first time she walked into a big class and she was the only black person. And they got classes with like 1,000 people in them. You know, I've been in her shoes. I've been that person. So we've been having to deal with that shit for ages, just because one person go through a little. And see, you know what? Y'all got to get over that too, please, dear white people. Y'all got to get over this one. When one little thing happened to y'all, stop making it seem like the world is falling. Y'all been fucking over people for a long time.
For about 500 years.
And
600.
stop with the unnecessary calls to the police. It's going to be problematic.
Well, see, and this is like, all right, for instance, like with Jussie Smollett, like he got a felony charge. Where is the charge for the white people that call cops on black kids minding their fucking business? You know what I'm saying? Where's the charges for that shit?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question since you brought that up. Is it possible that I can believe both are true? Because I believe that dude is a nutcase. And
I think
you already
he's nuts.
know I'm riding with you on the other stuff. So he can be guilty as shit, but we still getting played. You're right.
But right, that's a fact. That's a fact. It's like I said, it's like America is the largest hypocrite in the world. Like I don't understand how you can have so much of
they have to do things to suppress us. They have to, because they own the clock, bruh. I ain't want to get and I ain't even want to get that deep.
Right. This is a known fact. Because I mean, it's like, listen, you know, you see articles and shit about the KKK and all that shit. Like, let the KKK come out. Let them dudes put their hoods on and let them come out and see how the streets respond and see how the public responds. It's not going to go how you think it's going to go. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? That shit is not going down like that. It's just not. Like, it's too much awareness. People are tired of this shit. People are tired of this shit, and they're going to the utmost extreme to push all of this oppression and suppression, you know what I mean, of people's voices and of justice, period, of what's right. Like, you choose the wrong thing to stay in power. Like, that shit is fucked up. Like, you fuck over there, they fuck over their own people to fuck over minorities. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that, like, how is that, how are y'all okay with that? And y'all don't sit there and say nothing. They don't say shit because they feel like they're at an advantage. Yeah, that shit's only going to last for a certain amount of time, man. You know what I mean? And granted, I've had conversations with white people, and some don't have a fucking clue. Like for instance, I don't work with him anymore, but I used to work with this guy, and he's a little younger than me. He grew up in the sticks, and he's a midget. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I met him, you know, I got the... Yeah, he's a midget. But he's cool dude. Bro. Cool dude.
So
I got to know him
a little white midget.
A little white racist midget. But he was racist, but he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of his ways was racist, but he was never really around black people like that for us. So he didn't necessarily know that shit that he was doing was racist. It was normal. You know what I mean? And how he viewed shit and the things that he said out of his mouth, he was just comfortable saying because he didn't have nobody around him to check him on that shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, I worked with a redneck midget. You know, redneck, racist midget. Good dude.
A midget.
Cool dude. Midget. Cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Funny. All of that shit. You know what I mean?
Where do you run into these people, bruh? It's like...
Yo, bro, I be asking myself the same fucking question.
I don't
asking
know
myself the same fucking question, bro.
All right, but this is what we're going to do. We got one other person. We got somebody new in the queue, 8828. We're going to take this call, and if it's another one of them calls, the next person that wants to call up just have to inbox me or Rome first and give us the last 4 digits of your number, and we'll cut all this madness out right now. So we'll get to 8828, and we'll see. What's good, fam?
Hello. My name is Johnny Longfeather, and I'm calling from Seymour, Indiana, home of John Mellencamp. And I want you to know that I am a Native American, and I hate white people as much as you do. And I am in line with a lot of what you're saying tonight and our hatred of white people. But I want you to realize that there's one area I disagree with, and that is that black people honestly need to get behind me. I am a Native American.
Behind
I was
you.
here first. Yes. I should be at the
That's
front
not
line.
gonna happen, bro.
Who
You
was
mean
here
at the liquor
first?
store?
My people. My people.
You mean it?
That is
at the
very
liquor store?
racist. And that is a racist stereotype.
It is. And that does not reflect on the show My Skin Is My Sin. It does not represent us as an entity. I just had to put the disclaimer out there. And yeah, it is, bro. However, no, man, we're not about to get behind you on that, man. However, I get what you're saying, but at no point did we say we hate anybody. We just,
Native Americans had slaves, right? Native Americans had slaves, right?
I'm sure there was at least one.
No, it's definitely more than one. So I mean, listen,
perhaps two.
Listen, black people were all over this world, every continent, everywhere before any of that shit came about, bro. You know what I mean? Now listen, you had Indians, you had Negroes who were classified as Indians. You know, the term changed over time. So we're not gonna sit up there and act like you telling you're a Native American. Like there's plenty of black Native Americans. So what does that mean? Yeah, I figured that.
All right, I wish I had some bomb sounds so that way, like he just calmly, just like, no, I'm cool. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I figured that. Hey, bro, but listen, when I'm at the liquor store tomorrow, I'll let you cut in front of me.
Come on, man. But that is a stereotype, though, man. And there's a lot of Native Americans that I know that's good people that will definitely take offense to that. And I don't want to offend them, trying to go at that fool. I'm just saying, I know some good people.
No, listen, it's all jokes. It's all jokes with me. I'm not racist. I can't be racist. Racism is an institution. You gotta be in power with it.
I ain't saying nothing about being a racist. I just don't want to be an asshole.
I do. I do. So let's get this straight. Dear white America, there's no such fucking thing as reverse racism. You understand? To instill racism, you have to be in power. And who is the dominant society in this country? White supremacy. So therefore, you can't call me racist. You can't call me racist until you acknowledge and fix the racism that takes place now. I don't want to have that conversation until it changes. You know what I'm saying? You don't like it, kiss my ass. That's straight like that.
Hey, how do you spell weirdos? Is it an E-S or is it a S?
O-S.
I just went with the OS. You took too long, bro. And who? A matter of fact, shout out to was that Doc Mechanic? Yeah, shout out to Doc Mechanic in chat room on YouTube. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Wow, you lived in the building where you was the only black as an infant. Wow, that's crazy.
Like I got in high school, I took an easy ass class. You know what I mean? So I was taking like early childhood development. So we had this class where we worked with I worked with kids and their moms. It's basically like a daycare for kids, for girls and who went to the school who had children. And pretty much, so one of these days, I was outside and the incident took place inside the building. This little boy smacked a teacher or some shit. I was nowhere near it. I was the only black guy though. You know what I mean? I'm the only black guy in the class. Of course, white teacher. So after the incident takes place, the teacher comes up with this wild, crazy-ass story about, I think that he was threatened by Jerome and his deep voice, and he looks down on everybody. Well, bitch, I'm 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck do you think? You know what I mean? Like, I don't got a fucking choice that I'm tall. You know what I mean? Like, I have to look down at you. You 5'5". You feel me? So I got kicked out the class because a little white boy smacked the teacher that I had it's a situation I had nothing to do with.
What?
And I got I got kicked out the class, bro. I got kicked out the class and was on in-school suspension. I had to go, and I basically sat with all the badass kids in the school and shit for the rest of that quarter. So I was, till I took another class or whatever. Like, I have so many stories in which, you know what I'm saying, like, I can't help that you intimidated by me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to snatch your purse. Bitch, I really just want to grab the same shit that you grabbing at Walmart or whatever.
And,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and just as just a point of I don't know, wisdom here, if in fact a brother wants to snatch your purse, you pulling it closer, not gonna change the outcome. Odds are
you still gonna get knocked out.
Shit.
Yeah, you're still gonna get knocked upside your head. You know what I mean? And when you do, you're gonna let it go either way. Like, yo, chill out.
I'm just saying. It's probably not gonna stop
chill
shit.
Out.
You just offending the rest of us.
You know, like, unless you're going to make it, like, what happened to that brother, man, in Georgia, yo? He went and robbed the white lady. She made the nigga pancakes. He had the bitch at gunpoint, and she started talking to him. Yo, shout out to her. She finessed the shit out of that situation. She cooked the nigga pancakes and basically sat down, had a whole therapy session with the nigga, and then turned them into the police. Like, I ain't never seen a motherfucker finesse a robbery like that in my life.
Wait a minute, how? What did he rob her at the house?
I think so too. That's what I thought at first, but then I don't know.
I forgot how the story. I'm going to find that shit. I forgot how the story goes, yo. But the brother went to go rob this white lady, yo, and I don't know how he came out of it, but yo, the bitch ended up making him some motherfucking pancakes. And she didn't get robbed. Like, she saved her and her kid's life.
Do some pancakes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, over some pancakes, yo. That nigga must have been hungry, yo. Like, I don't know. She must have had that Paula Deen recipe or something. I don't know.
Matter of fact, dear white America, that is a teaching lesson for your ass right there. That's how you diffuse the situation. You know, all the extra stuff is totally unnecessary and could be problematic.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm wondering how this one person then called from the same number twice. That's original. Oh, I take that back. It's 3 times. That is original.
It's a bad motherfucker. Well, you want to talk bad, don't you?
Right.
He's sitting there. He's sitting there, you know what I mean? Nigga probably just got finished watching some, like, cartoon porn or something in his mom's basement. You know what I mean? And, you know, he all charged up. 6 lines
all hooked up to a generator.
Yeah, got all the lines hooked up. Yeah, Google Voice, phone numbers and shit. And I mean, like, listen, man, like, it is what it is when it comes down to it. Like, you got, like, white people got to understand that at this point, like, we're in the information age now. Like, we know who we are, we know where we came from, and we know where you came from. So all that shit that y'all try to pull now, like, it's not the same. These ain't the same type of niggas. You know what I mean? Like, I want a nigga to try me. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting these niggas to try me, bro. But it ain't going to happen, you know what I mean? Because they cowards for real. They can't stand on nothing they speak on. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? You know, I'm dealing with shit right now.
A hit dog will holler. That's a fact right there.
What is that?
You know, and again, for those people that's legitimately trying to call up, inbox me or Rome. You already know how to get in contact with us, and we'll answer your call. Because right now, I just got the whole switchboard is pretty much lit up with trolls, which is you know, do us a favor if you're gonna troll, at least troll and share the show.
Facts.
You know,
but they
don't be a pointless troll.
And they're gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to be on some white blog somewhere talking about we hate white people and whatnot. But, like, listen, it's a dog. I call it fair game.
I'm not saying I hate anybody. I'm just saying, me personally, here's some tips. And I do need to let y'all know that you are tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. From goons to gods, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful. And what we're doing tonight, Dear White America, a letter from black folks. And, you know, it'll be some people that will be you know what? So in 1,000 years, somebody will dig this shit up and be like, that's what they was going through at that time.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know, and I'm pretty certain that it'll be one of us digging it up. So you absolutely the dopest person that ever walked the planet of the earth for digging up this greatness.
That's a
anyway,
fact.
This actually looked like it might be a call. 7042, you might be an actual call, because I reckon, I don't know. Hold on. What's good, fam? You trolling tonight?
No, man, no.
Oh, bet.
Peace.
What's good with you, bro?
Oh, nothing. Just long day, laying down, listening to the show.
So would you like to say to White America?
I don't agree with, like, first racism thing that you guys said. I believe that racism can be delivered by anybody, and it's not good to have prejudice against any group of people.
We agree.
Because no matter what, you don't stop hate with hate. If you show everyone love, you can stop hate.
So let me.
I don't know about that.
So let me ask you. Yeah. So let me.
I'm gonna disagree with that one.
Yeah. Well, if you saying that, like, how do you, like, what do you do as a culture when you do show love and you receive nothing but hate? Are you still supposed to love?
Yeah. No matter what, with hate, they're never gonna love you back.
Right. I mean, so listen. This isn't to bash. This isn't to bash white people. This is just us stating a fact. This is just calling this out for what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this
but
is
if
the
you get
world
your
that we
ass
live in,
whooped,
the
love
society
ain't
we
gonna
live
do
in.
shit about that.
Yeah, love ain't got shit to do with, right? You trying to feed your family and you getting your ass whipped because of how you look. You know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to combat that with love? Hell no. It's still self-preservation after that.
That's also true. You can't always show love towards hate. But don't go out to deliver hate. That's just my overall message.
I get what you're saying on that one.
Yeah, I agree with that. That I agree with.
Like me, I look pretty white. So, like, I get by there. I'm an immigrant, so I came to this country. I fought for everything. But, I mean, I haven't received anything that bad.
When you say that bad, what is that bad?
Yeah. Do you mind telling us where you're from?
Yeah,
Who?
You said Honduras?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, okay.
Saudi Arabia.
All right.
I would have guessed differently, but that's just me. And so what has your experience been since you've been here? I'm just curious.
Overall, not bad, you know. I've been accepted pretty well. Once in a while, there are, the terrorist jokes and everything. But other than that, it's pretty okay.
And so you like around white people predominantly?
Yeah, mainly pretty much all white people.
Oh, and yeah, King Jaffe, you can definitely call in. Matter of fact, do me a favor, and I'm sorry, bro, but just post your last 4 digits of your number in the chat, because we're getting a lot of trolls tonight. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that I would get that same response if I went to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I don't know. It really depends on what group of people you hang out with. American friends, I have Jamaican friends, and we all hang out together. It's all fine. No racism. Sometimes we bicker about our race.
This is my only thing when it comes down to it. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you support your countrymen, your people, your family. You know what I mean? Just like we would. Just like we would.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. If you're a good person, you're a good person. But at the end of the day, we're talking about the issues that take place here in this country. So, I mean, we're going to really speak on it from a black aspect. You guys are, I mean, you're from Saudi Arabia. You're still not considered a nigga. You still don't get treated if we could walk in the same room right now and whatever stereotype will be about you, mine is completely different. You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's hard to sit up there and everybody has some type of prejudice, some form of facet. You know what I mean? Everybody deals with with the prejudice some type of way. All I'm saying is, as a black man in America, my fit's the worst. You know what I mean?
That's true.
For instance, you come over here, you can establish a business. You won't be fucked with. You'll get, you know what I mean? You'll go to the bank. You'll get your loan. You can go open there and do whatever it is that you want. It's different for black men. You know what I mean? That's Immigrants come here and get treated better than the people who are from here, and that's a known fact. You're afforded more opportunities. You know what I mean? All of that. You get a credit line. You might even get some money. All of that shit. They owe that shit to us. And they try to act like it didn't happen.
Especially since we built this bitch.
Right, we built this bitch.
Caller, I'm going to put you on hold just for a second because I got to get to another call, but I'm going to come back to you, okay? Right. Don't hang up. All right.
Okay, that's all good.
Thanks for calling up, though, man. We appreciate you.
No doubt. Let me get to King Joffrey right quick, 4580. What's good, fam?
Hey,
what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Giles? What's the word, brother?
Man, we just hanging out, man. You know, talking to white folks.
Hey, man, look. This is what you do when people try it with that whole immigrant thing and everything else. You haven't had a society construct on your back. Let's put it once and for all, because reading is fundamental and we have to give a history lesson. Mm-hmm. You didn't come here voluntarily. You was brought in captivity. You was forced to endure some of the worst crimes of humanity, where in the law it told you it's 3/5. And on top of that, you have to have 3 amendments just to protect you. After those amendments had been made, you had the slave codes, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration, and on and on and on. So when people who don't experience this, who don't have the knowledge, don't have the clarity to tell you about race, you need to tell them to simply go pick up a book. You are able to move through society without being looked as a fucking monster.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And when you tell people that they'll have nothing to say, please don't tell me about the little, sprinkles of black people who, on top of that, 70% of black people don't even make $50,000.
How about that?
Let's be honest. So, you have to give people quantitative numbers so they'll shut up. Don't tell me anything about Michael Jordan or LeBron James, because think about it. The NBA is comprised of over 70% of black athletes. One owner, the only owner that was the greatest player of all time. The talent is black on the floor, but the higher you go up is nothing but white faces. Is a concept.
That's true. Definitely.
So when people try, even with the last caller, about Saudi Arabia, where they'll make terrorist jokes, remember, he gets to go home if he doesn't like you here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because what they'll try to tell you is you should be grateful. My favorite one, like, I'm from here, born and raised, but my family's from the islands. They'll tell you, like, black Americans have no culture, and I was like, that's bullshit. Culture is about a set of beliefs and what you do and actions beyond that belief. But when you go further into culture, it's history, art, food, music. You see where I'm going at?
Talk that shit, bro. But I do want to say though, I will give the caller some credit in that he called up and he didn't call up on no bullshit.
Yeah, but even with that, it's like, let's be realistic. Before you want to comment on shit, Saudi Arabia has a real huge terrorist problem. So, if you will comment about my backyard, could you clean yours at least first?
Thanks.
That's all I'm asking. I just want black people to stand up, and it's surely slow to happen. Jesse Mollet's a fuck boy. I'll say it. He's a fuck boy. because he did this for attention, and now he got the wrong kind of attention.
and Lucius can't help him. Yeah, facts. And Lucius can't help that nigga. That's the worst part.
I'm just saying though, and the kid that called up, man, I'm a fan of if you are willing to listen, let's chop it up.
Dude,
so that's just me.
Jobs, my thing is, if you're a real ally, you get into the fight with. Fuck listen. You can listen all day. If you really about my friendship, you'll fight alongside with me. You're not gonna come into my culture and everything else, enjoy the fruits of the labor. But when I'm getting my ass whooped, you're like, hey man, would you hang out with somebody like that, Jobs?
I mean, I wouldn't just instantly just be defending no motherfuckers. I had to get to know you.
No, I'm saying you get to know him.
Yeah.
This dude's ride or die, your boy and everything else. You get into some kind of squabble. He said nothing, but he still called you him your friend.
Oh no, that's we had a problem there, bro.
But that's what's going on with the allies.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that.
Oh no, I'm just showing you that's what a lot of these callers like. Hey, I'm not against racism, but you say nothing. If you really against racism, you need to go back. Yeah, you need to go back to your own community and start checking motherfuckers.
Or
that's not my problem.
Exactly. Like where I was going with that is a lot of immigrants come over here, come in black communities and open businesses, and the black community feeds your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we can't. But you don't get. We not afforded. I ain't gonna say we're not afforded the same chance. I mean, some people don't even.
You know what I mean? At that same token, bro, we need to start taking a little ownership of that because we allowing that shit.
I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I totally agree with you. But what I'm saying is they're giving opportunity before we are.
Well, I mean, the thing I said at the same time, you have to. I remember I talked to a guy when my cousin is a DJ for a reggae sound system. And a black guy, he went to the Airbnb, and it was a black guy. He said he owns multiple buildings and everything else. And he said he used to work for the city, and they used to kind of mess with him. And he's like, yo, and the black person, you have to be on point with your stuff. And I tell this, I talked to this to a family member earlier today. I was like, yo, man, if you think you can get the same breaks as white people, you just sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
This is no different than playing in NFL or NBA. You have to be dead nice. You can't be okay. You can't be marginal. You have to be nice. And when you are nice, you have to demand that money once you're that dude, that person. So I understand, but it's one of those things. How you complain about a system is built upon you and people can't stand you, you expect to be treated fairly.
Exactly.
True.
Facts.
True.
All facts. That's you called up too, bro.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna support you, so it's like, I try to be a man of my word.
Oh, no doubt, man. Oh, and shout out to matter of fact, let me make sure I get this right. My life in the shy, man. We gotta hook up too. I'm off every weekend too, bro. So I we can do some shit, man. He got a dope ass podcast too. Y'all might want to check his shit out.
Okay, I mean, but that's the whole thing about with the whole Jesse Millett thing. Because I wonder where the LGBTQ, the alphabet community, I don't like to say the whole thing, where's the alphabet community with the outrage? Because he put eggs on you guys' faces.
There will be none. There will be none because that's the hypocrisy of people. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to speak on that, but they're going to speak when somebody, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, Charles, you already know. Like, I'm the oldest, of three, and both my siblings are gay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm the furthest thing. I'm the furthest thing from being homophobic or anything of that nature. But I have, you know what I mean? Just calling it for what it is, just being a straight shooter. Like, it's only one way with them. It's only when they feel wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's only one way. Like, this shit could have sparked a race war. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, from the aspect of, just say you have some brothers who was really about that life, and this famous dude comes to you and be like, yo, these two white dudes tried to lynch me, and they dragged me down the street, and they had nooses. You know what I'm saying? Now, you have somebody out there who's really about that, and they popped off on some shit. It could have led to something way bigger.
All the energy dedicated towards this nigga, man.
I don't know.
He was rehearsing that episode of Empire. I almost guarantee it. The nigga was rehearsing.
I'll say it like this: his career is done. He knows it. Everybody else knows it. And let's be real.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Can we be honest? In the 21st century, isn't this what black celebrity has been about, just to gain attention? We saw the goofy shit with T.I. We've seen the goofy shit with Floyd. This is what a lot of them, look, I try to tell people, Jobs, a lot of these people have low self-esteem and they're attention stars. They love attention.
Facts.
The day you stop feeding them attention,
I mean, but that's pretty much their currency. Yes. It ain't always that they love attention, but if you want to stay, in a position where you getting called first for the movies, or you getting the best scripts, you have to generate some attention.
I don't know, but if you have quality work, look at Dave Chappelle was out the limelight for years. He was just grinding, and they gave him a big check.
Because he deserved it. He's a genius.
No, I'm not.
Right, and he got the resume.
I'm just saying that. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You have to build your resume. And what a lot of people are trying to do, this microwave instant quick fix, and people think of Tekashi 6ix9ine who's going to be able to walk away from this. Just give you an example from people who are attention stars. Vlad did an interview with his girlfriend, and she was like, yo, he was never a blood. He was never all this other stuff. They just, literally one day they just popped up. And now look at him. He has to snitch on all these people. He has to go witness protection, and you'll never hear from him again. But the sad thing about it, he's going to have to hide, because if somebody catches him on a camera phone, he's done. Because
he's done, yeah.
I have friends in law enforcement, they tell you when feds give you immunity, that means you're giving a big, big fish. And you don't think a retaliation is going to happen?
Right. Yeah, he'll be in Montana somewhere, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Like
totally off topic, but I'm sorry, but for
saying,
anybody out there that plans on stealing $1 million from me, smashing my old lady, and plotting to kill me, yeah, I'm gonna tell on you, bro. I'm not considering that's payback.
But here's the thing about thugs, but thugs and criminals, people don't realize. When you deal with people that's that low kind of integrity, do you expect there to be any loyalty?
Exactly. Right. That goes both ways, bro.
Now, look, my thing is like this: dealing in social services for the last few years, seeing this, I have military experience and everything else. When these people have that kind of behavior, my thing is that rah-rah dude, you're never rah-rah when the cops come around. You never rah-rah downtown and stuff. And I'm like, yo, man.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying, given that set of circumstances or that scenario, man, fuck them. I'm telling on everybody.
I mean, my thing is like, he didn't have to go that route in the first place.
He didn't. None of them did. No. Everybody made a conscious decision to do some fuck shit. We just seem to be giving more weight to a particular side of the fuck shit than the other side of the fuck shit.
Man.
Listen, he ran with real gangsters. Them niggas was real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes he was running with was legit. They wasn't playing. You know what I mean? Them niggas was dead ass with that shit. And them niggas died. Them niggas wrecked that shit. Them niggas died for that shit. And when you sign up for that, you gotta take what come along with it. Now, when they was shooting at niggas and they was robbing niggas, he wasn't telling them that shit then. You know what I'm saying? It's only when the gun on the other side. So it's not like now he's like, listen, if me and my man rob somebody, why the fuck would I record it?
Well, that's
why would
different.
I record me?
Yeah, that's dumb.
No.
You know, you're not supposed to do shit like that. But what I'm saying is, given the totality of the shit that they did to that motherfucker, if you did that to me, and I don't give a fuck if you was my boy, allegedly, because then you automatically ain't my boy. You doing all this shit, and you talking about killing me?
I mean, man, look.
Listen.
What people have to realize.
But we got way off topic. I'm just saying.
I'll bring it back. Because it still ties in with Jesse Millett. when you do devious shit, and I'm just saying, like the industry as a whole is you have to protect your soul, to say the least. With the Jesse Millette situation and the whole racism thing, you had so many people that was riding for him and everything else. And when it slowly coming out, he didn't want to get up his phone, this man doing this. A lot of people started saying that as suspect. And what you're seeing now, because what Jobs, you probably notice this because you're a content creator. The industry is really against people like you now. That's why they call you guys the counterculture, which doesn't make sense because the culture always comes from the streets, always from the poorest people. But
right.
It's one of those things where, you know, I try to tell people there's no such thing as Black Hollywood. There's just a bunch of niggas that act. They don't build nothing.
Except for Tyler Perry.
The exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Besides him, who else?
But you got to get that man the credit.
I'm not discrediting. I said besides him, who else?
That's it. Got to be a start. You know.
I mean,
hey, we're gonna point out, you know, that what we all know. Let's make sure we point out. Yeah, it is one of us that was thinking progressively.
My thing is like this: with people like you, thought crimes and so on and so forth. I think you got to really see the. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say shout out to thought crimes.
Yeah,
no doubt.
What you really gonna see the real progression of a Black Hollywood. Or we're not, you know, you don't beg people and everything for opportunities you create on your own. And what happens is when you build a platform, people will come to you. And let's be realistic with the whole Jesse Millette, even with racism, everybody loves to play dumb. That's why I love Nina Turner when she checked that congresswoman.
Yeah, I seen that.
I don't know how this Trump and she's like, this always been going on. And she's like, people are tired of it. And you want to try to say like he's a boogeyman, but that's what a lot of people do. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to generalize white people and even gay white people do. They see it happen, they don't say nothing. They turn and walk away. Oh, that's misfortunate. Okay, so why you didn't say nothing? I didn't want to get involved. But you want to be involved in the party?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be involved with the music.
Yep.
It has to be reciprocated. That's all I'm
saying. I agree with you on that one, bro.
So I mean, that's all. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be harsh. Or even with that last caller, he sounded like he's a young man and everything else. But you can't tell me you appreciate, you love people, but at the same time you disrespect them. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, and to be all the way real,
you cannot define for us what is disrespectful. If we say that's disrespectful, that's what we mean.
Thank you.
It's not an option for you.
And that's where people get it twisted.
Yeah.
And that's where that's where the problem is. Now you're starting to see checks and balances, and the reason people are pushing back because it doesn't benefit the fuckery. They don't have access to certain people. Like there's all this goofy shit a lot of these black celebrities doing. Just laugh at them. Just ignore them. My thing with the whole thing about Louis and everything else, just shout out a black designer. There's plenty of them out there.
Right.
So I mean,
and we got some hoodies on the website too, by the way. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but so that's all that is. I mean, so with the whole Jesse Millette and this nonsense he did, this was the ultimate fuckboy shit. You did this all for attention, and you got the attention, but you didn't want.
Now you can be the gay Tupac in jail. Now listen, when he go to jail, when he go to jail. Now listen, bro. Listen, Jesse, when you go to jail, my nigga, in Chicago, right, with all them BDs, them Vice Lords, them GDs, and them Stones and all that shit, bro. I just want him. I just wish I could be a fly on the wall when somebody call him the gay Tupac when he walk in there.
Oh,
you understand what I'm saying?
They gonna separate him from all the.
Yeah. There's no question. He's gonna be on PC.
He's not going to jail, man.
I mean, but the thing about it, the audacity of he did this, and I wouldn't be surprised if Lee Daniels is behind this. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's not. You're totally right. You're totally right.
Oh,
come on, man.
This smells like a Lee Daniels production.
Listen, bro. Remember I told you this shit. There's no petty like gay petty. Like, think about it. Like,
but how would that be petty on Lee Daniels' part? Like, I don't get that part.
Yo, this shit sounds like a scene from fucking Empire, bro.
I just don't want to, gay or not, I just don't want to just randomly on innuendo throw another brother under the bus.
No, put like this. When you hear some of the shit that they do to each other, and it goes in entertainment as well as real life, they don't have the same energy when it comes to white people or other groups. And that's what kills me. And that's the heartbreaking, because I don't have to be loud or boisterous or even vulgar to check you.
Right.
But these guys like, oh, he's a sucker, this and that. But Skip Bayless disrespect people all the time. You guys don't have that same energy for him.
Right.
I'm like, dude, he looks like Skeletor from He-Man. Are you serious?
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Yeah, so I mean that's what it is.
And I'm not sure, Patrima, and I'm sorry, but shout out to Patrima on the live stream. She said his story is a distraction. Something is about to go down.
Nah, I think it's sensationalism. That's what news do. It's sensationalism. You know, because what it is like, I always tell people keep the eye on the prize, but you can watch certain networks. I haven't watched like network cable news in such a long time because they won't give you the straight facts. Just keep on doing, everybody in the chat room, like, keep on doing what you've been doing. Keep your ear to the street.
Facts.
That's it. Like, don't listen.
Man, it sounds like Jason in the building. Y'all didn't hear that?
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded crazy. Like, oh shit, I had to look around the corner for a second.
I was brushing my head, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, so that's
all
what? That is.
I was brushing my head.
I don't even understand why, bro.
So I mean, that's all that is, man. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Like Jesse Millett, he won't be the first, and he damn sure won't be the last. I know one thing: he's going to be out of work for a while. That $65K he's getting per episode is about to dry up.
All I'm saying is, man, y'all gotta we gotta stop getting so vested in these silly ass stories. Like any people that be cool with people on Facebook for a whole year, and one of these silly ass stories pop up and they hate each other. I've been through this shit too. I had to check myself on it. It's goofy, man. We letting somebody that on any other day we will be talking about.
Well, I mean, the thing about it
before
is,
all of this shit happened, these same people was talking shit about Empire and that dude specifically for the agenda that he was they're saying that he was promoting. Now them same people is trying to use him as an example. Stop it.
John, I mean, Empire's always been a goofy show. I mean, the first two episodes, I started laughing. I was like, yo, this is a comedy, right? They're like, no, this is a drama. And to make a long story short, it's one of those things where, like any show, it had its run in. You know how black folks are. One minute we love something, love it, and then the next thing, like, throw it in the trash, it's garbage. Then when it's gone and nothing like it come around, why we can't have that stuff back again? You said you didn't like it.
That's another thing.
They could have made their money in the first place.
Right.
I'm just saying, man, we got to stop letting these simple stories get so much of our energy. Because people are right. There are much bigger stories, but that we could be focusing on.
Yeah, Flint still doesn't have a good water.
Man.
That's facts. Like, it's all
why is that not a national emergency?
Distract us.
Yes.
Exactly. How is that not a national emergency? Exactly. Exactly. That's my point. Like, all this stuff is Industry Planet stuff. Industry Planet shit to keep us distracted from the not talk about the real issues that's taking place. Like, how the fuck Flint got water?
Well, I'm about to get off the phone and let you guys or let other people call in, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Trump will be reelected, and I'll tell you why. The Democrats are trying to push certain people that people don't want. Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, Joe Biden, even Bernie Sanders. People are gassed about Bernie Sanders. I'm like, yo, they're going to lose because they're not.
Bernie Sanders can beat him.
No.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders can beat him.
Yeah, he can. Yeah,
no.
He will get those white men that want an alternative to Trump.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this one thing about Bernie Sanders. First, he's Jewish, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
those racist people, once they find out he's Jewish, it's gonna be a problem. Two,
they put a black man in office, bro.
Look how the country was when they put a black man in office. It's context.
They made money. They ate off Obama.
Dude, that's Wall Street.
Off the division.
No. Look at the numbers. You always follow the money, brother. He was put in to help the economic crisis. Wall Street made a killing because he's a blue, a blue Democrat. He's a Wall Street guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They ate. Yeah. They ate off Obama. They made money.
And they will not eat off of Bernie Sanders because he wants to put all kinds of penalties on them, restrictions.
They all say that shit till they get in office. Obama said the same shit too.
My friend always said this. When you want to see who wins the election, see who Wall Street backs, because Wall Street has the biggest war chest.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. That's what happened with Hillary and Trump. They backed Trump at the last minute, and people knew she was done.
Yeah.
So that's what Trump will be elected again, and he will be impeached. I'm a person of history. Like
I agree with that.
Yeah. It's going to be a controversy. It's going to be a controversy with Florida, of course, the usual suspect, and Ohio.
Then it'll be Pence. And then it'll be Mike Pence.
Yes, there you go. He's way worse.
He's way more racist.
Way worse. Yeah.
He knows how to hide it.
Yeah.
Like, it's something like, I just don't trust niggas with no facial hair. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's all presidents then.
That's all, right, exactly. Like, I just don't trust niggas without no facial hair. Like, you ain't even got a mustache, bro. Not even like a thin one. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something about that shit. You know what I mean? Like, with Mike Pence, I automatically get racist. Because he's just like, he look like he's just a racist nigga with the shit.
You heard what happened with a death row inmate he had in Indiana? No.
Hey, but we do got another caller in too. I want to bring in on the line with us, and hopefully they actually calling up for something. Let me get the 4644 right quick.
So to make a long story short, it's not gonna be
What's
long.
good, man? I'm sorry, bro.
Got it. Yeah. This guy got exonerated, and Mike Pence did not want to release him, and he was on death row to be executed. I think the judge had to force him to release him because Mike Pence was governor at the time. And all the evidence showed that, like, hey, this man's free, not guilty whatsoever. Didn't want to release him from death row.
Wow.
That's Mike Pence.
That's Mike Pence.
Yeah. No disagreement there. That dude is way worse than Trump. But 4644, you on live too. You there?
How you guys doing tonight, man?
All right, yourself?
I'm doing fine. This actor on Empire, trying to pull the scheme that he pulled, a Susan Smith scheme. I'm glad that the network are talking about removing him from all previous shows archived. I don't know if he had a star on the sidewalk, but it should be taken up too. That was just tremendous what he done.
Nah, he ain't got no star. He ain't.
Yeah, they ain't about to
built
take
like
him
that.
out of all of them episodes either. That's too much.
Nah, that's not only that. That's I think just because somebody did something horrendous, you can't take what they did. That's like some NCAA bullshit.
Right.
Like you're telling me
Well, they
the
did
Fab
too.
Five wasn't.
They did it to Bill Cosby.
They took the whole show off.
Yeah, and I didn't agree when they did that to Bill Cosby. That was just.
I didn't either.
Well, I know a lot of people didn't agree, but they, the thing is that there was a consensus to do it, and they did. And rather than being biased, well, it should happen. Like the governor of Virginia, the lieutenant governor, they should be resigning from office too, because the same allegations that they have used on other people, Judge Kavanaugh, Judge Moore, and others, including Bill Cosby. Well, they should get out of there.
I mean, but Judge Kavanaugh and Judge Moore still working. Only one locked up is Bill Cosby.
Because he's black.
Wait.
Actually, the dude in Virginia is black too. Actually, one of the dudes in Virginia is black. He's being charged with like sexual harassment or some shit like that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
John Conyers stepped down when he was accused of the same thing, sexual harassment. Right?
Yeah. And they went about that very quickly.
There's a black state legislator by the name of Maria Chappelle in Missouri, in U City, and she wrote on her Twitter that she hoped and wished that Donald Trump is assassinated. Well, she should have been removed also, and should have stepped down. She's a black female. So it's a whole bunch of double standards that's going on. And to be really truthful with you, what was more wild?
I mean, I don't think you need to have to step down for saying something.
If it's
like you actually doing something is one thing, but
I mean,
they're going back.
Like imagine how many politicians would have had to step down during Obama years.
Right, calling him a liar. Can you imagine somebody standing up and calling Trump a liar while he talk right now? You're gonna find a nigga to dump him somewhere.
I don't. Yeah, well, see, I voted in support. I supported and voted for Donald Trump because of his issues. But
really,
what's the matter? Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Wow,
his issues.
I'm curious. And are you a black man?
Oh, yes, I'm black African American.
All right.
People vote their interest, man. People don't fall in line and vote lock, stock, but they don't. You understand that?
Where's your
that's why I'm
interest
trying to find out what
Donald
made you
Trump?
vote for him.
Right.
And his issues.
Such as?
Which were they?
I tell you what, you should have, for instance, it stands on school choice with vouchers, where a parent can take their child and put them where they want, and the money follows the child. You remember them two cases? You had a case in Ohio. You had one in New Jersey where black mothers enrolled their children in the adjacent school district and used the wrong address. Yeah. They got prosecuted, charged with a felony on that. If they had vouchers, that money could have followed them to this school. Well, yeah. They would have been.
Every school gets money from the government as it stands.
Yeah,
somehow,
they get money
more
from,
money is funneled into more affluent areas than it is into poor communities.
Well,
that's not totally true.
Well,
because of the formula that they use to fund school districts is designed in order to even that out. But the only way you get money from the federal government is you adhere to.
It does not.
Well, I mean, the way you fund schools is really by real estate taxes. That's how certain schools are much more prominent in wealthy areas than in poor areas. But
then you also have states that are aware of that, and they'll still divvy up the educational funds. They get the same amount they give them to a little town like Twinsburg as they get in Cleveland.
Well, there's school districts in St. Louis that's all black that get more money per child than white district do. Anybody want me to give you the newspaper article on that from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch?
Yeah, I mean,
so it's based by formula.
Yeah, you own the MAGA hat?
Do I have a MAGA hat? You're damn right I do. There's somebody to try to take it off.
No, I'm asking, do you own one?
Yeah, I told you I did. You know, the other thing I voted for him for because of taxes, especially as it apply to businesses, tax reform, immigration reform. You know, if you're going to come to the United States, you need to be here legally. Did you know that a refugee...
White people came here illegally.
I don't care who it is. Whoever's here in the United States that's coming from another country need to come in illegally.
No, what I'm saying is this. They're not talking about white immigrants. They're talking about brown immigrants and black immigrants.
No,
and it's white immigrants that come here illegally as well. Why is that not being...
They
why
do
is that not being
deport.
an issue?
So I'm curious,
deport.
though, why did they allow Melania Trump's parents to become citizens when they proved absolutely no benefit to this society at large, which is basically the same claim that he's making against those black and brown people? And I would argue that they're complicit to crimes dealing with them Trumps.
Facts.
Well, I don't know. You have to ask immigration services about that. Who's ahead of it?
See, that's the problem with Trump supporters. It's not that sometimes you may even be right. Maybe that 1 out of a million things I agree with you with. But
well, let me ask you. Let's
there's
talk about
a rational and a reasonable argument.
Let's talk about
what you're thinking. It's a deflection.
Let's talk about the
it's
things
never,
that
you know what? You're right.
Well, you know what, man? You don't want me to talk, do you?
Well,
no, you can talk.
It's kind of my show, bro. So
I know it's your show. Now, if you don't want me on, hey, wait a minute. If you don't want somebody on the show, just tell me you don't want on the show.
I want you on here, bro.
We want you to make a point.
Won't let me talk.
I'm gonna speak my piece. Go ahead.
Well, and here's the thing. Like I told you before, I voted for him because of the issues: immigration, trade, tariffs, tax reform.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It's not right that a person who's a refugee can come to the country and go to a state college and pay state in-house tuition, whereas you coming out of Illinois going to Texas, the University of Texas, you got to pay out-state tuition, which is double. You agree with that?
Right. It's not right that an entire race can be held captive and brought over by the millions and still be persecuted after they built all of this shit and ain't got nothing. Where you got Jewish, Indians, Chinese, Korean, all of them caught benefits off slavery. When the original people who built all of this shit received nothing and are persecuted on a daily basis, killed on TV and everything else under the sun. And as a black man, if you're not acknowledging that as a black man, bro, if you're not acknowledging that as a black man, then I don't know what to say. Like you're not living in reality.
What do you want us to announce? That slavery was an issue? That it happened? Why do we keep going back to slavery?
Right. Because slavery is the start of all of this shit, bro.
Slavery happened, you wouldn't be here.
America wouldn't be what it is without slavery.
America wouldn't be what it is.
Make America great again mean have niggas in
You know what? You're absolutely right. I'm not arguing with that. I'm talking about 2019. If you have a show, I tell you what. If you have a show on slavery, I'll come back and we'll discuss that. But I'm talking about 2019.
I'm going to shut up. I'm going to fall back. You go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So, as I said before, it's the issues. And we hope that the constitutional carry is another issue that I like to see put in place. Okay, if I drive over...
Come on, what do you mean by constitutional carries? What do you mean?
That means you have a right to carry your weapon throughout the United States.
Hell no. That's an idiotic idea.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, what do you mean? My concealed carry guarantees me the right to carry in many states. But when I go into Illinois, I have to take my gun out and put it in the trunk.
Easy.
I'm actually with him on that. I'm actually with him on that because I carry concealed as well. As well, and I understand where he's coming from on that. It should be.
It should not be.
No, man. You think they don't guns in
no
areas now? It's just going to exacerbate.
What's your name, sir? Mine's Pianki. What's your name?
Jaffe. I'm going to say
Jaffe, if you don't want to carry your gun, don't carry it. Don't stop him from carrying his.
No. But it shouldn't allow.
Some of y'all don't deserve to carry no gun, and y'all don't seem to concern yourself with that.
But here's the problem. What I have with Trump supporters and people like that ilk, whether it's Republicans or Democrats, they don't care about the country. They only care about themselves.
They're the epitome of treason.
They don't care about the country.
Can I speak, sir? I let you speak.
Explain that too, would you please?
And I'll explain to you. You had a man that is overtly racist. I'm from the same city as Trump. He did not want Jews, blacks or people to be rented. Now let's speed it up to his campaign. It was never about immigration. It was just about pretty much a dog whistle to racists. The same tariff he talked about, now he's in a trade war with China. The exact same thing. The so-called wall you're talking about is now his emergency funds, which takes away from actually natural disasters. This dude is a con artist as a businessman as well as a president. He's by far probably top 5 of the dumbest elected officials that we ever had a high office.
Facts.
Now, on top of that, he doesn't have any political platform. You're talking about, I like his tax break. That's people for making over $250,000. If you don't make over $250,000, as far as a business, it's a joke. Economists and everybody else said his tax law will hurt this country in the long run. This whole thing about make America great again, it is a sham. There's never been. He's so
and the hypocrisy of conservatives at large is ridiculous. Because they was. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I got to add to that point because they was the party of we want to have a balanced budget. The government shouldn't be spending X and Y and Z. But this man added $1 trillion to this debt in 20 months.
I mean,
Obama added $9 trillion to it in the short period of time he earned. The tax rates have been reduced. What was he doing with that money, man? That's being disingenuous. I don't know. He was saving companies' asses. The high tax rate with 39.6% under Obama. It's 21% under Trump. That's what it is.
Who was that helping? That's not helping the general population.
It helps businesses. The business tax is where you can expense your investments in your business. If you buy cranes, welding machines, you can expense that in 5 months rather than the way they had it before.
So what you're saying right off the rip is that you really only concerned
anybody here got businesses?
Of this country.
It's about
the rest
money.
of us can go to hell.
It's a lot of businesses in the country. Have you ever looked at Black Enterprise top 100 black businesses? Huh? You know what kind of business I had? My business was putting up buildings like the one that fell during 9/11 in 2001.
Okay, well, let me ask
my
you this,
expenses for equipment and stuff, I can expense that now. It's good.
Would you say what percentage of business owners constitute, as in proportion to the major population? Well, we got 300 million people in this country. So how many of that 300 million would you say own a business?
I don't have the slightest. I know one thing in the black population, you got less percent. You got less than 4% of your engineers are African American. That should change.
Yeah, but
that's why you don't. You know something else. You can't control your politics.
What I asked.
You can't control your politics. Let me answer you this way: you can't control your politics, which control your police, if you don't have businesses. They don't listen to you. All you do is vote, and somebody will come out along and buy them from under you. Ferguson was 70% black, and they let an all-white police department run around and kick their ass. That's stupid.
Oh, so you said they just let them, like they wasn't, being oppressed by that same old white.
Damn right they did. They didn't. Okay. They did not get elected and make the changes that they had the power to do. Now they have, but then they did not.
I.e., people, these are the typical Trump supporters that I talk about.
That ain't typical. That's the way it is.
Did black people let slavery happen?
No. I mean,
ain't nobody talking about no slave. We talking about when you were in a community. If you are 70% of a community, you should control the city works department, which includes the police. They're your employees. If your employees are running around kicking your butt, then the onus is on you.
Now, right now, if you're going to tell the police that they work for you, they're going to shoot your black ass like they would shoot me,
I mean,
too.
I don't know where you live. They don't do it around here.
I live in Baltimore.
Let me explain what he's saying, though, Ron. What he's saying is, in that particular instance, in that particular city, it's
I understand what he's saying. I understand everything he's saying.
But hold on. Like the sheriff you vote on The mayor you vote on.
We don't vote on no
the city
sheriff
council
there.
You vote on. That's well, I don't know about there, but I know in Michigan
Right,
we vote on the sheriff, or in Ohio
What
we
state
vote on
you
the sheriff.
in? You in Michigan?
I'm in Ohio. We vote on sheriffs.
Yeah.
You know, we have a sheriff, and then you got like the captain of whatever that police department is. You know, and he gets put in charge by the mayor. So if you vote on the mayor, you know, vis-a-vis, you get to control what happens in the police office, in the police precinct. So I kind of get what you're saying. It's just disingenuous because you're being dismissive of the historical implications. You're being dismissive from what I understand, and I've never been to St. Louis, of the 7 gazillion different police departments y'all got there preying on niggas just to
it's
try
not
to get
no
to work.
7 zillion police departments. In North St. Louis County, the majority of the population in North St. Louis County is black. And you can go out to Barrington Downs, where you have some elite blacks live there, where the average house is about $750,000. You don't come into that community and act a damn fool. They're gonna lock your ass up. Blacks control the police department.
And how big is that community? I'm curious.
It's a community.
No.
They ain't gonna let your ass in.
It's not like your city of Baltimore.
They let us in.
Nah, they not. It's definitely not like Baltimore. It's nothing like Baltimore. I live in the
You
city.
damn right ain't nothing like Baltimore.
Look
at the schools in Baltimore. You had 3,000 high schoolers take the math test.
I'm sorry, I got to mute y'all just for a second. Hold on, I got to mute everybody just for a second because I got to let y'all know we only got 10 minutes left to go in the show. I'm sorry to be rude, but I had to do that to let y'all know. And I got to give a shout-out to the family first, liberationmindedmedia.net. That is Black Eye Stand Radio, Do the Knowledge Radio, The Rundown with Renee, as well as My Skin is My Sin. And shout-out to Thought Crimes. Congratulations on getting with Digital Soapbox. That's very dope, man. And let me get everybody back on the line. My bad, fam, but I
gotta go, man. Y'all have a nice afternoon. You ain't got but 10 minutes.
Right. You too, man.
Yeah,
appreciate you calling up.
Post a topic on slavery, and we'll talk about it.
And that's right. We can talk about that too. Call back up.
No, I'll pass on him, homie.
Yeah. Now, look forward. I know we still listening. Let me get this straight. I ain't gonna take no Baltimore slander for nobody. Listen, when it come down to it, y'all had a black man killed in the street by a white police officer, and it took the rest of the country for y'all. Like the rest of y'all ain't do shit. Y'all had a whole bunch of people down there, and some of y'all rioted, some of y'all didn't. Listen, that shit pop off in Baltimore, we on go. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about no schools, none of that shit. You let your enemy teach your child. Off
Come
the
on,
rip,
bro.
that's what you're going to get any motherfucking way.
Man. That's just not fair.
But Rome, that's what I want to say. I'll get off the phone. That's your typical old school bullshit Trump supporter. When
Absolutely.
I started asking about Pacifics about how big that community, what they'll tell you about, it's $700,000 houses. I guarantee you, number one, they're baby boomers. Number two, They more likely work for the government. Three, they're over 50. Let's be honest. Don't try that shit with me because I'm gonna start pulling up quantitative numbers. And when I started asking Trump,
he made no bones about it. He said a vote is a selfish act. He was voting only for his interest. So that's. I don't agree with who he voted for, but
I totally understand. I totally understand it, but that's your typical old Negro elitist mentality.
Right.
You Negroes, and what they won't tell you about those baby boomers, and I'll tell them any in their face, you had fucking opportunities that was made by the government, so you got boosted up real quick. They got capped off in 1981. Let's do not start that. Most of the inner cities, whether you have Cleveland, Baltimore, New York, Chicago, Houston, they economically starved them out. So when he talks about, I voted for Trump because of business, you're a fucking liar. Because truth be told, there's not any Fortune 500 black businesses, if you want to be honest.
Right.
Where are they? So, miss me with that, talking about, make America great again. Look, he wouldn't even shake your damn hand if you told him you was a supporter.
Absolutely.
No, I wouldn't.
So
not at all.
So, I mean,
but again,
like,
I don't think that's the dude is pretty voting specifically. He's probably got some bread and he's trying to keep his shit.
Not compared to white folks.
Out of here.
Not compared to white folks. I guarantee
you. In his mind, he got some bread.
Yeah, okay, his tax bracket to really what the wealthiest people make. I tell people this all the time. Oprah, Michael Jordan, all these black people could combine their money together, and Jeff Bezos will still have more money than them.
I mean, but you could say that about 99.999% of the world.
Yeah, but we're talking about the elite. But I'm talking about the elite.
He is a category by him. We got like $100 and something billion.
Okay, so let's look at somebody else. Let's look at Jeff Zuckerberg.
Yeah, what's he about? 40 billion, some shit like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, but he came from a wealthy family, just like Bill Gates. You see a pattern here?
Right.
Yeah.
Take wealth to make wealth.
Matter of fact, and who is the other white dude? Warren Buffett. They like all on the same plane. And then it's like it's a brother in Africa. I know he's got a few billion.
I know he's
can't remember.
Yeah.
The communications guy. I think that's that guy. It's a sister in Africa that's worth $1 billion too.
You do, but my thing with Trump supporters, they divulge from reality. A lot of them full of it. Because once he said, I should be able to carry my gun into other states, dude, New York has 11 million people. Why in the hell would you want to carry a concealed gun in something that packed of a because you want to carry your gun somewhere else. That they
I mean, because keep it a stack, most of us don't live in New York.
I wouldn't do that in D.C. or Baltimore.
Yeah, I carry in D.C. and Baltimore. I carry in D.C. and Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. I know in Detroit, everybody, including my mama, is strapped.
Yeah, because you didn't have a gun problem like you did in other states. That's why
damn,
states
my
have
bad,
different
open
laws.
mind. I ain't even I ain't see you in here, bro. Hey, he just happened to call up, bro. No, he just happened to randomly call up, man. Hey, but my bad. I just been slipping on looking in the YouTube. I look up and open mind been chatting away.
I wonder if that nigga got if his MAGA hat is a fitted. Like that's it.
Probably got the cowboy hat MAGA.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a snapback, but
he ain't got cool. His MAGA hat not even cool. That's it. That fucking brim all straight and shit. Like, I guarantee. He get his haircut at hair cuttery. Like, the fuck out of here, bro.
Any black person that supported MAGA hat's no different than like blacks who fought in the Confederate or it ain't for you, homie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, my whole thing about it is if you can rationally have a conversation about this shit, I'll fuck with you. Like once he wasn't trying, he wasn't like putting people down and no shit like that. I don't have to agree with your point of view, but we can have a conversation.
Yeah, but all the things he pointed out was pretty much is a farce. He talked about trade tariffs. Trump raised tariffs because he has beef with China right now. He talked about businesses. Dude, it's not for small businesses.
Right, at all.
Most American jobs are made to mid to small businesses. So that's pretty much what 500 people or less, not for these big corporations.
Right.
So that's why when he started talking these things, it's like, yo, they're just templates until you start really examining them under, get ready for the recession, people.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Damn, I don't even want to file my taxes, man. Damn. I'm hearing bad things from people. Anyway, man, it's been dope, man. Very, very, very dope show, man. Definitely appreciate you for calling up, too, King, and rocking with us, man. That's dope.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Open Mind, man.
Yeah, I'll probably hit him up after I get off this line anyway.
And matter of fact, Open Mind, get my number from Prince. Hit me up.
All right,
no doubt, man. Salute to you.
Yeah, salute, King.
Anybody you wanna what's up? You got any last words, bro?
Shout out to all the niggas who got fitted MAGA hats, man. And shout out 300 Gangsters, man. Boom, Wolf, everybody, man. Shout out to them. Dudes is really out here putting in work. Real live superheroes in the community, man. Salute to them. Salute to Keys Development. Follow me on IG. That's Striving for Perfection _43. Once again, you send me requests, ladies. I'm not taking requests with women with their titties out.
Stop lying.
Now you DM me with your titties out. That's different. But